Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 212A, it's the Tier 9 Soviet SPG located on the south spawn of Prokhorovka. This one belongs to Oxagon of ENJ0Y, and he's got 3 marks of excellence on the barrel of that 203mm B4 howitzer, capable of doing 900 alpha and penetrating 52mm of armor. Game on. Now the hull is basically a KV-220 hull, so it's a KV type design, but the casement around the howitzer is actually 60mm thick all around, which is about the same thickness as you actually get on the box tank. Funnily enough, we did a replay with the box tank just a short while ago. Now, Oxagon's decided to do something smart here, which is actually to pre-aim at the center of the map, because some enemy tank is actually going to come up close to that rock right at the start. They normally always do, either that or the houses near the railway line. So he wants to get an early hit in, and then as soon as he's reloading, he'll be able to move to the west side of the map. Okay, there was nobody at the center rock. We do have guys over this side, so they should be able to spot the enemy very shortly. I think the center rock is probably the better bet actually at the moment. 60 TB is getting close, and he's more than likely going to spot. Oh, tree went down, and we now know there is an enemy tank in there. And there it is. It's an ENJ0Y. Oh, that was annoying. The shell landed short, and Oxagon's moving to the west side of the map. Oh, he's changed his firing position. He's not going to move all the way over straight away. Standard reload is 37.39 seconds, and Oxagon's got it down to about, I think it was about 28 actually. I'll check that momentarily. Oh, enemy Arty, we now know where he is. 28.35 seconds. Enemy Arty is obviously in grid square A6, up in the tree line. The enemy Arty in this game is a batch at 155.55, tier 9. It's a tier 10 game with tier 9 tanks. Oh, he got a nice hit that time, 367. And in fact, actually, he's hovering around the middle of the map, so he's decided against actually going either side. And we can see that the enemy Arty is focusing on the 60 TP. Now, he's only got a 155mm howitzer. We've got a 203mm howitzer, and about the same fire rate as well. So the enemy's really going to be feeling our attacks. And that's another hit for 222. Now the enemy's not pushing on the hill yet, mainly because actually we've got several tanks up in that direction. And although one of our tanks up there has actually suffered some damage. We're now looking at, oh, in the bowl, and an enemy T100 LT is in the bowl already when the AMX-13105 goes up, but the 13105 has got 3-shot autoloader, and he takes down the T100 LT's 100mm gun. So ENJ0Y again, rounds out, another direct hit, 332 this time. Now he's only moving as much as he needs to avoid counter battery. But it does look like the enemy Arty is focusing on our tanks, not on trying to take out our guys, our Arty. We've platooned with the Kampfpanzer 50, and he's actually Soul Collector. And we've seen Soul Collector in battle with the Oxagon before. They're both in the ENJ0Y clan. Oh, now there's the other. So there's a 50 TP, and the ENJ0Y is pulling back because he's badly damaged. He's going to be a kill shot. Yeah, we will see that one again, because it's nice to actually see the kill shot. There's 50 TP pulling back. And the ENJ0Y. Yes, unfortunately it does happen sometimes. You hit the fire button, it takes you out of aim view. And yes, there you go. It was a direct hit, but he was unspotted at the time, so the wreck hasn't appeared as yet. And Oxagon, oh, there it is. And Oxagon is now pre-aiming or aiming over on the far west side of the map where there's a Gorilla 15 and a Char Future 4. And the Gorilla 15 has been taken out of the game. The Type 5 Heavy got him with an HE round. And a Leopard prototype has suddenly appeared up in the sniping position. Now, the 13105 is the one who actually spotted him, I think. He might have the commander's vision system. Oh, we just lost him. Yeah, the Char Future 4 could also see him. Rounds out. Just missed him. Got some stun, but he clears the stun straight away. There's a lot of action going on the hill at the moment. One of our guys has moved up there. Yes, Oxagon suddenly spotted it, and he realized we had Nudes go up close, and of course he was allowing our teammates to snipe at the enemy. We're almost loaded. We're going to try and put a round into the T-57 Heavy as he retreats and rounds out. That was a direct hit. So he definitely got him. Definitely hit him. In the center of the map, we've got the 50 TP, who's chosen to go to a very unusual position because our Char Future 4 is unloading into him. In fact, I think he's run out of shells now, so I think he's on reload. Oxagon's going to try and put a round into him as well. Rounds out, and yep, direct hit, 327. He's picking up stun assist as well. And he's gone. Okay, so the unit's 1516 gets skill shot on the 50 TP. So we're 3 up on the enemy at the moment. This is looking to be a good game. 50 TP, rounds out straight away. It didn't actually hit the tank, actually. It looks like it landed to one side. Even so, he still picked up 390 hit points. So he's just under 2,000 hit points of actual damage and 1,000 of stun assist. Now, we notice a bit of relocating of teammates here because it looks like the enemy Leopard has gone over to the other side of the map, the east side, to protect their team. And another hit in the 50 TP, this time for 230 hit points. And that Leopard prototype's also kind of gone into the gully there, into the dip, and Soul Collector's moving forward to try and get a shot on the 50, not the 50 TP, the Leopard prototype. Another hit, 203 this time. The Leopard's trying to get out of there. In fact, it looks like he just got hit. And, oh, tanks are falling everywhere on the other side on the hill. And yeah, we just lost the Char Future 4 and the CS-59 on that side of the map. But the enemy lost a few as well. So now we're even on tank numbers. Now he fired that one in and we didn't see the results of it. I don't think he hit anything though. I think the reason why he fired and scooted straight away was because he was worried about counter battery, but to be honest, it's always useful to actually know what you actually did. If you did hit something, you would see that there was no explosion, and we didn't hear an explosion when the shell went off. T-57 Heavy. It's going to be an easy kill if he can get the shell on target. Okay, we're going to have to repeat that one because Oxagon did it again. We lost another player, I'm afraid. The Leopard prototype on our team got taken out by the enemy Char Future 4. There's the T-57 Heavy. You can see he pulls back. He fires the round in and... well, I think he splash killed him, that one. The shell actually went long, but the T-57 Heavy had so little hit points left that the shell just took him out. Okay. So we're 1 up on the enemy at the moment. And they've lost the 50 TP, so that means now we're 2 up. Mind you, all of our tanks that went up the west side of the map, apart from the Type 5 Heavy, and you can see Soul Collectors behind the Type 5, and the Type 5 just took a hit. So something is up there firing at him. And it could be the Charview GeForce, it could be that Leopard. And we've just lost him. In fact, it was the Charview GeForce that took him out. So only 1 tank up on the enemy at the moment. There's the Leopard prototype. He's popped over this side of the map again. Okay, here's the 1 shot. Rounds out. Can we get a kill? Yep. That's the thing. Sometimes Arty can do that. They can... It's a case of the fact that Arty can fire over the entire range of the map. And sometimes an enemy comes into sight just like that, and an Arty player can get the shell onto target and put the hurt in just at the right moment to take another enemy out the game. Now he's pre-aiming on the Leopard. Can he get the shot before the Leopard kills our teammate? The Udis is a 1 shot, and he goes down. Can we get the shot? He's trying to line the shot up, and... well, he does get some splash, but he doesn't kill the Leopard. And it looks like now our guys are actually trying to retreat. That Charview GeForce further up on the west side is putting up a concerted defense. The 60 TP still wants to advance and attack. And I think he's persuaded the Chieftain prototype to do the same. We're loaded. If the Leopard's going to defend down the other end, he's going to shoot down the railway line as quickly as he can. In fact, he's turned around, he's gone in the opposite direction, and we didn't shoot, but we've lost our Chieftain prototype. He went too close to the railway line, got spotted. The Charview GeForce shot him from the other side of the battlefield. That Charview GeForce now has 4 kills. The Leopard has 3 kills. They're the best players on the enemy team at the moment. Their Arty is still in play, but their Cobra doesn't appear to be actually killing anyone. There's the Leopard. He popped over to have a quick look to see where the 60 TP was, and he's now about to try and take shots. Oh, he's actually shooting at the AMX. But, yeah, Oxagon gets a hit on him. 326. That certainly will persuade him not to poke on that corner again. Oh, no! We've lost the 60 TP! That Charview GeForce is very deadly. He's got 5 kills now. I guess the only good thing at the moment is that Soul Collector is in the bushes about the centre line of the map, which is those good bushes where there's plenty of room, normally used for spotting from a player from the north, but he's sitting in there and watching what's going on, and he's keeping those guys spotted just in case they try to move south. If they do, then he should be able to tell us and allow us to get a couple of shots in. But it's not looking so good now because we're down by 1. We're also down on hit points as well. Yes, that Charview GeForce and the Leopard 1 are certainly very good players. And considering our AMX M454 does not have much in the way of hit points, I think we can check that to see how much he actually has. Yeah, 51%. Oh, that's his, sorry, that's his win rate. Yeah, he doesn't have much in the way of health. And here comes the Cobra. He does take a hit from Soul Collector, rounds out and splashes him. Can Soul Collector get the kill shot in? Well, the Cobra has just unloaded all 4 shells. And I think a couple of those did connect with Soul Collector. And there's their Charview GeForce. He came south. We're following the Cobra to try and take him out the game. He is a 1-shot, and we've lost the AMX M454, and that means now that... oh, they got the Cobra! Oxagon got the Cobra, but now the problem is that we've lost the AMX M454. Or was it the AMX M4? Trying to look for the name. Yes, it was an AMX M454. The Charview Tier 4 is trying to outflank Soul Collector up on the midline. Yeah, he's trying to get around so he can get Soul Collector. Can we get a shot? Rounds out. Yes, and it's a penetrating shot, but we lose Soul Collector, and that means now Oxagon is all alone against 3 enemy tanks, and he's facing the Charview Tier 4, who's now got 5 kills. The Leopard's got 5 kills. He's now receiving fire from the Leopard. They're coming to try and kill him. There's the batch at 155.55, and oh, the Leopard gets the top gun, and it's a defeat. Here's the end of battle results. That was an ace tanker game from Oxagon in the 212A. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he managed to get 13. And he got a Gauss medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And his win rate was 6,829. But despite the fact that he did have a lot of help from Soul Collector, I'm afraid it was a defeat. Let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage in the game actually went to the Leopard 1 on the enemy team. He picked up a high caliber and top gun for 6,191 hit points. Second highest damage was that Charview Tier 4 got an Oskins medal and 4,849 hit points of damage. And he was just beating Oxagon with 4,704 hit points in third place. When it came to kills, it was, yes, the Leopard 1 with 6 kills. 5 kills went to the Charview Tier 4. And 4 kills went to Oxagon in the 212A. And where's Soul Collector in this one? Looking down the list, obviously he's in the Kampfpanzer 50. There you go. And he got 2,883. So not bad performance. He did a fair bit of spotting as well during that game. When it came to base XP, it's the enemy team comes out on top on this one. 1,304 went to the Charview Tier 4. So even though he didn't get the top gun, he still got more spotting and XP, mainly because he was tier 9 in the tier 10 game. That's why he gets extra XP. 1,216 goes to the Leopard 1, and 903 goes to the Cobra. And we can see that Oxagon actually got 720, and he was beaten by quite a few, actually. Yes, in fact, actually, he was beaten by 9 enemy tanks. So that puts him down in 10th place on XP. So let's have a look at the detail report. 20 shots fired. That's a good amount of ammunition expended. It did go right down to the end. 12 direct hits on the enemy. 1 penetrating shot, which was the Charview Tier 4. And just when he needed to hit it, but unfortunately, Soul Collector couldn't get the kill shot on the Charview Tier 4 at that moment. 18 splashes as well. 4,704 hit points of damage, all of it done at more than 300 meters. Received 2 hits. 1 was penetration, 1 was non-penetration. Both of them came from the Leopard 1. And he damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 4. Did 1,416 hit points of stun assist off 15 stuns. Now, he did suffer a loss for this game of 13,758 credits, but that's down to the fact that he was actually paying for consumables at full price. As I say, it's always better to try and buy up as many consumables as available when they are at half price, and that way you're not paying as much, and of course it makes your battle figures look better because of course there's a 0 in that column when you're auto resupplying something that you've already got in stock, so it does inflate your figures, but of course you have to keep millions of credits available to buy up consumables as soon as they become cheap. He also picked up 1,689 experience points as well, so at least it's profitable on XP, and they came very close to winning, really. Well, I suppose you could say that, because if they'd taken out the Charview Tier 4, they might have been able to get the Leopard, but sadly they weren't able to. The battle did last for 14.5 minutes, so it went the whole distance. Let's have a look at or nearly the whole distance. So that's the end of the first game. Let's have a look at the second one. The second replay is on the south spawn of Redshire. Okay, started in the bushes as usual. But he's not staying here. In fact, there's only 2 Artys in this game, like the previous one. And yet again, the enemy team ends up with a batch at 155.55, whilst Oxagon team has, of course, him in the 212A, which gives, I think, Oxagon's team a slight advantage. That's mainly down to the fact that obviously the 212A does have more punishing damage on the enemy, and of course it's has the ability to use vents so it can rapidly get those shots out. So his fire rate's about the same as the Batchat. Rounds out, long flight time. It went long. Okay, that EBR's doing a quick scouting run. He's already been hit by the Lion. He won't be too happy about that. Plenty of enemy tanks going up towards the Zeppelin. Now in this game, Soul Collector is in a Waffenträger auf Panzer IV. I should say Waffenträger. Object 279E looks good. Land short. RNG said no. You're not getting that one. In fact, we can see the enemy RT is landing the shells near to Soul Collector at the moment. Okay, we've got a shot, but he decides not to shoot. He's waiting for that 279E to move forward. In the meantime, he spotted a Wizzy 120 who's very low on hit points. Rounds out. This could be a kill shot. It is! Splashed him to death. Quite literally. He was in the river at the time. So he's gone to the showers for an early bath. Okay, we just lost our K91. There are enemy tanks inside the castle, but from this angle, it's very difficult to get around in there. It's going to try. We're loaded. Rounds out. Lands short, but splashes the Centurion Action 10. And he's now taking damage while stunned, and we're picking up the benefit. And... oh, couldn't get the kill. But he will any second. He does. But he took another hit. Oh, the Conqueror just tried to get our... I think it was an IS-3 too. And now we've got that 279E in a position where we might be able to shoot him. Now, if he stayed behind that rock, we might be able to get a shot. In fact, he hasn't. He's pushed forward. Rounds out. Direct hit. 364 hit points. And he's still firing. He's above those guys at the moment. Okay, that is a Death Star. The FP215B183. Trying to line up the shots. Rounds out. Lands just behind him for 302 hit points. Well, he fired. Oh, and that was Soul Collector firing one in there. And the Death Star has gone down, but he actually provides mobile armor for the Type 4 Heavy. And almost loaded. Rounds out. Looks good. And it's a kill shot. So that's the second kill for Oxagon. We're one up on the enemy. The 279's been very badly damaged. Although he's not a one-shot yet, he is close. If we can get one round into his side, that would certainly make him an easy kill for some of our teammates to take out. Just waiting for the load to go through. And then we can get the round in. Oh, now he's gone into a position where the Super Conqueror is blocking our shot. And the kill shot actually goes to the AE Phase 1 instead. Okay, the enemy Leopard prototype's trying to retreat. Rounds out. Long lead on the shot. Unfortunately, it wasn't close enough to actually get damage, but he got some stun assist. Yeah, the enemy's having to retreat now on this side of the map. Oh, Soul Collector just took a big hit from somebody, so he did get spotted. Rounds out. Well, got close to the Cobra. Only splashed him though. Oh, we got some stun assists. In fact, nearly 1,000 stun assists. Well, 850. And the action's kind of quietened down on that side of the map, but we do know that the enemy tanks there are badly wounded. And our EBR's just found the Leopard prototype who's trying to retreat still. Rounds out. This could kill. It doesn't, because the shell goes to the left. And the Leopard only picks up some stun and a bit of splash. Okay, Striv on the side of the hill. Difficult shot, and he's not alone. An Object 140 there as well. Going for the Striv. We fire the round in. Unfortunately, the Striv managed to get away, but he did get a critical hit. And we got loads of stun assists as he got taken out. 4,748. That must be an ace tanker by now. Must be. I think there's an enemy tank just around the corner in that little alcove area. We've spotted a couple of enemy tanks near the cops, a TVP T5051, and the Cobra just went down as well. And now it's only 2 enemies left. They're Arty, who just got killed, I think. Was it him? No, it was actually, I think, a Charfu 204. There's the Arty, the bat chat. He's in the corner. Rounds out. And that's a kill. And that wins the game. Here's the end of battle results, and that was an ace tanker game for Oxagon in the 212A. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 10 in this one, but he didn't get any other medals, and his win rate for the game was only 1,031. And the main reason behind that was he didn't do a huge amount of damage, but he did do a lot of stun assists, and that stun assist is where he earned the ace tanker. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see the highest damage in this game went to a Hori3, who got 4,277 hit points on our team. The second highest was the Super Conqueror, who got 3,987 hit points of damage. And the third highest went to the Striv 103B on the enemy team with 3,596 hit points of damage. And we can see Oxagon's way down the table with only 1,098. Now, he normally scores a lot more than that. But in this game, he got a lot of stun assists because RNG was fairly bad. The shells weren't going exactly where he wanted them to. When it came to kills, actually, though, he got the highest, or joint highest, with the Superconk. They both got 3 kills apiece. 2 kills went to the Standard B, the Charfu 204 on the enemy team, and their Skoda T50, who also got a Leather Slaves medal. So he was killing higher tier opponents. It was tier 10 game with tier 9 tanks in it. He was tier 9 and he was killing tier 10s. And when it came to base XP, he's in second place, Oxagon, because he got 1,154, but he was beaten by the Super Conqueror, who got 1,193, so just beaten on that one, with the A Phase 1 coming in third with 1,053, and they were the only 3 who managed to get over 1,000 base. We know that Soul Collector was in that game as well. He got 2,845 hit points of damage, so he wasn't a slouch in that one. He was working very, very hard. He did get a kill in the game as well, and he got 810 XP out of that one, so it worked well for him. Oxagon fired 12 rounds, not as many as usual, probably why he didn't get higher damage than he did. 3 direct hits, but no penetrations and 12 splash. Damage of only 1,098 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 3, so missed out on getting a Confederate by just 1 tank. 4,748 hit points of stun assist off 9 stuns, and there's the ace tanker. Now, he did earn a profit from the game of 13,785 credits on a premium count, and that's with resupplying consumables at full price. 25 bonds for mission achievement, and 1,731 experience points as well. So this game came out all round good, except for the fact, of course, he didn't get as much damage as he normally gets, and he missed out on a medal by just one tank, you could say, getting that Confederate. So there you go, 2 replays from Oxagon. He did play the 212A quite extensively this weekend, and so I've got another video coming up very shortly with the 212A again, so you'll get to see him in 2 more battles. If you enjoyed this one, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, gets these videos noticed, and lets other people see how well you do. And thank you for watching.